I'm Jana Eubank here for Hip Kit Club, and I'm so excited to be creating my first layout using the August 2023 kits featuring the exclusive collection Sunshine and Lemonade by Hip Kit Club. So this week we are doing a recipe challenge from on the blog. All of us designers have a different list of products that we have been challenged to use and incorporate into our layouts, and this is my list. I will mostly be focusing on the layered bright floral die, but I will also be incorporating the cardstock kit, the acetate hearts, and the puffy stickers from the embellishment kit, and the cardstock ephemera from the main kit. I will also be incorporating the June Taylor alpha die, so I'm really excited about this. Now, if you haven't done a recipe challenge before, you can do the same thing. Just write yourself a list of 6 or so items from your kits that you haven't used yet. Maybe you have an old kit laying around that you want to challenge yourself to use up. Or even just look in your stash and think to yourself, okay, I haven't used buttons for a while. Maybe that will go on my list. I haven't used a punch for a while. So maybe that will go on my list. And just make yourself a list of about 6 pieces and then challenge yourself to use all 6 items on a layout, and that will be a recipe challenge. So today I'm starting off by just creating a very simple background. I have a 3.5 by 5 inch photo that I've called more attention to by layering up several of the cardstocks in a layered mat. I've also layered together some beautiful pattern papers on the right hand side, mainly that citrus twist lemon paper that I'm highlighting there. I've gone ahead and grabbed the cardstock kit and the layered bright floral die, and I've cut out all of these shapes. Aren't they cute? I love flower dies, but I especially love this one with that spiky floral center. I know it's meant to be kind of like a flower detail, like a way, like the veins of a leaf or something like that. And of course you could use it that way, but I decided to cut it out multiple times and kind of make a spiky flower center for each of my flowers. So here I am layering them up. I've gone ahead and inked the edges of these using the Distress Oxides from the color kit. So we have this squeezed lemonade, which is the yellow color. I've used that on the yellow flowers, and then I'm using the saltwater taffy color, which is kind of a pink coral type color. I've used that on the pink cardstock as well as the orange cardstock. And it's a little hard to see on camera, but it does add some subtle shading to the edges of these flowers, which I really like. I think it defines them really well. Now, if you want to have sort of a cartoon look to your flowers, or if you want them to be flat, then just use single layers of each of the layers of these dies and your flowers are going to look gorgeous. Now, I wanted to go for a more realistic look, and so I'm going to use multiple layers. If you look at flowers in nature, they never have just a single layer of petals, unless you're looking at like, I don't know, maybe an orchid or something. But most flowers have several layers of petals. So if you want a more realistic look, I would suggest that you cut out the petals multiple times. So I've gone ahead and done that. I've cut out the petals twice for each of the different sizes of flowers there. And then I've also cut out the spiky centers 2 times. And then I've added a small yellow floral for the center for my flower centers to be anchored to. Now in the main kit, there are these gorgeous pearl stickers, and that's what I'm going to use as my flower centers today. For all of the orange flowers, I'm using green as my flower center. And then for the yellow and pink flowers, I'm using that orangey yellow color, which I think looks so cute. So I have all of these flowers cut out and I'm ready to start adhering them to my page. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my photo first, and then I'm going to dry place these around my photo to see how I want to arrange them. And then I'll come back and add them all with some foam tape. I do that off camera, but the reason I'm adhering all these flowers now is because as I go to start adding my title and the leaves and the other elements, I don't want to be messing with a whole bunch of loose flowers. So I did go ahead and adhere those to the page. With that same concept in mind, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my title and a few more embellishments, because I will use the leaves to fill in the spaces around the title and around the other things. Now, as I went to place these 2 words here to my title, I decided, I do want this friendship word to layer on top of some leaves. So you'll kind of see me bounce back and forth from embellishing and then adding the leaves in. So here I am placing some die cuts where I think I might want to add them. And so again, I'm bouncing back and forth from some embellishing to both those and then to the leaves. So I did create my title using the foam letter stickers that came in the main kit. They are these gorgeous metallic color of like this gold foil color. They're so pretty. I love the size of them. They're perfect for doing longer words. And then of course I mixed that with the Taylor alphabet die, which is available in the June, that was released along with the June kits, I should say. So I've cut that one out twice with the pink and then the azure blue. The pink cardstock is called Tutti Frutti, and I've layered those together in kind of an offset form so it looks like it has a shadow. So I went ahead and placed my title there that says Friendship Table, and the reason I'm titling this Friendship Table is we bought this little table and put it in front of our house, and my daughter and her friend loved sitting out there. They sat out there all summer long just chatting and gossiping and eating treats. And so I have a lemonade die cut and a popsicle die cut there to kind of remind you of the treats that they had while they sat there and visited, and then also a picnic basket. So I did go ahead and title this the Friendship Table because that's what they nicknamed this table because it's where they hung out as friends all summer long, which I thought was really cute. So I did cut a 4 by 12 inch piece of the lime zest cardstock, and then I just used that piece to cut out as many branches as I could. I believe I got 8 of those larger branches, and then with all of the extra little spaces, I just die cut those leafier branches from the one branch that has the 3 leafy branches. So I just would take a little piece of the leftover piece and then run that die through again. So you can see that I first went ahead and cut off the top 3 leaves of the large branch and tucked those in. Then I cut apart the rest of the leaves into single leaves and just filled in the spaces after I had added some embellishing. And now I'm finally going back with those leafy branches and just adding a different texture. I love mixing different types of leaves on projects like this because it definitely adds more interest. Now, you can see that I have placed my flowers in sort of a C shape around my photo. So it's almost framing or highlighting my photo there. And that's where I'm going to keep all of my embellishing. So you can see that those flowers form a C shape. And now along with those die cuts, I'm almost going to close it up into a letter O shape, which I do here. In fact, I am going to continue to embellish this, and it almost forms the letter O or maybe a diamond shape around my photo. And that works really well. So after I got those flowers and die cuts into place, I went back to look at my list of what I was challenged to use, and I wanted to incorporate some acetate hearts. Here I tried out some pink ones and some orange ones. I decided to go with the orange ones, and then I went back to my list and I needed to incorporate some puffy stickers. So I decided to add these butterflies next to all of the acetate hearts, which looks super cute. Now those acetate hearts, I will move the sizes around a little bit, so you'll see that those are slightly different in my final photos, but I do have those in, going along that diamond shape around my photo. And then of course the butterflies as well. So there were only a couple of butterflies on that mini puffy sticker sheet. So I went over to the clear stickers and found some more so I could fill in the spaces with even more. And then I decided that I wanted to add one more puffy sticker to the right of this die cut at the top of the photo, just to add that puffy texture to that part of the page. Now at first I added a lemon because I thought it went well with that, but I have so much yellow happening on the page with all of those mini florals, yellow flowers, and of course all the lemons on the lemon paper on the right hand side. So I decided to bring more pink to the center, and I switched out that puffy lemon for that puffy pink teacup, and I think that worked out well. So I went ahead and added my journaling to the top left corner of this page, and now I wanted to add a phrase strip from the Pocket Life card next to my title just to complement this date strip. So I'll go ahead and add that there. And then I believe that finishes out my page as far as the kit goes. Now I did feel like my title needed a little something more special just to help it stand out. And so I do peel up the top of the letter L, and I'm going to add some thin crochet twine there. And I'm just going to wrap it around the top of that letter L several times and then tie it into bow. And I think that's the perfect ending, detail. It adds a little bit of softness. It ties back into the white color of that white oval embellishment at the top of the page. and then again it just adds some texture, more texture to the title. There's so much texture happening with these flowers. They're so pretty. I hope you'll give them a try. They were so much fun to play with, and I can't wait to try them out again on my next layout. All right, guys, again, this is the August 2023 Sunshine and Lemonade collection from Hip Kit Club. It is purely delightful with all these pinks and oranges and yellows and greens. It's so much fun, so happy, so bright. I hope you come and share what you make with the kit in the Hip Kit Club Facebook group. We'll see you there.